Hello to all fans of classic science fiction. Today, we will dive into the mysterious world of the cult series The Outer Limits, which captivated viewers in the 1960s. This series erased the boundaries between reality and imagination, offering unique stories about the unknown. In this video, we will tell you about 14 actors who made a significant contribution to the creation of this masterpiece. You will learn about their roles in the series, career achievements, and destinies. Stay with us. It will be interesting and informative. Bob Johnson as Anthean, an alien creature played by Bob Johnson, was a member of an alien civilization. Johnson's role added an element of mystery and alienness to the series that was characteristic of many of the stories on The Outer Limits. Although his character was a cameo, Bob Johnson made an important contribution to the show, bringing the story of encounters with extraterrestrial civilizations to life. Bob Johnson, born March 4, 1920, is known for his voiceover work on many television projects. His most famous work was the voice heard at the beginning of each episode of Mission Impossible, where he announced the mission for secret agents. Johnson rarely appeared on screen, but his voice became familiar to millions of viewers. His contributions to the television industry were significant, and his work remains an important part of television history. Bob Johnson died on December 31, 1993, at the age of 73 after a long battle with illness. Although he remained behind the scenes, his voice became iconic for many iconic projects, and his contributions to television shows continue to inspire subsequent actors and viewers. Ben Wright as the Elder of Luminos. The Elder of Luminos was a wise and influential leader of an alien race in one episode of the series. Ben Wright brought dignity and depth to the character, making him one of the most memorable alien characters on the show. His stern and authoritative image emphasized the philosophical nature of the plot, which discussed issues of morality and contact between civilizations. Ben Wright, born May 5, 1915 in England, was a talented actor known not only for his roles on television, but also for his voice work in cartoons. He voiced such characters as Roger in 101 Dalmatians and Captain Hook in Peter Pan on radio. His voice became a fixture of the American and British radio airwaves, and he was active in radio dramas throughout his career. In film and television, he often played British or high-status characters. Ben Wright died on July 2, 1989, at the age of 74 of a heart attack. His passing was a great loss to the world of film and radio, as he left behind a rich creative legacy. His contributions to film, television, and radio live on through his many roles and unforgettable images. William Douglas as Abel as Eros Creature. Abel as Eros Creature is one of the mysterious and frightening alien creatures that appeared in the episode of the series. William Douglas brilliantly embodied this image, adding an element of anxiety and fantasy to the story. His character was an important element of the plot related to the theme of alien invasion and contact with extraterrestrial beings. William Douglas, born April 23, 1932, was an actor whose career spanned several decades. In addition to his work in The Outer Limits, he also played in other science fiction and fantasy films. Due to his striking appearance and acting talent, he often embodied the images of aliens and fantastic creatures, which made him famous in this genre. William Douglas died on February 15, 1989, at the age of 56. The cause of his death was cancer. His passing was a tragic event for his family and colleagues. Despite his relatively early death, his contributions to the science fiction genre and his unique characters live on in the minds of science fiction fans. He left a lasting mark on television and film history, especially through his work on series such as The Outer Limits. Robert Culp as Alan Layton. Alan Layton is one of the central characters in one of the episodes of the series, who is faced with incredible scientific discoveries and the consequences of contact with alien technology. Robert Culp played the role of Alan Layton, conveying all the drama and moral dilemmas that his character faces, which made the episode memorable for the audience. His image was immersed in tension and conflict, which was a typical feature of the stories of The Outer Limits. Robert Culp, born August 16, 1930, was an American actor, screenwriter, and director who achieved popularity thanks to his participation in such series as I Spy and Greatest American Hero. Culp was not only an actor but also a director of several episodes of these series, which added to his recognition as a creative person. His performance was known for its intensity. He masterfully conveyed deep emotions and complex characters. Robert Culp died on March 24, 2010, at the age of 79, after an accident in which he fell outside his home and suffered a head injury. His death came as a shock to fans and colleagues. Culp left a significant legacy in film and television, and his work continues to inspire modern actors and audiences. John Hoyt as Bifrost, Alien. Bifrost, Alien is a mysterious alien character played by John Hoyt. The character was one of the many alien races featured on The Outer Limits, adding an element of mystery and tension to the show's atmosphere. Hoyt portrayed the character perfectly, bringing a seriousness and cool charm that was characteristic of his acting style. John Hoyt, born October 5, 1905, was an American actor known for his roles in films and television. He often played stern, authoritative characters in films such as When Worlds Collide and Spartacus. His career spanned over 5 decades, and he was one of those actors who always brought depth and charisma to his roles. Hoyt was also known for his work on shows such as Star Trek, where he played Dr. Phil Boyce in the pilot episode. John Hoyt died on September 15, 1991, at the age of 85 from lung cancer. His death was a loss to the world of film and television, but his illustrious career lives on through his many works. His contributions to science fiction remain especially significant through his work on shows such as The Outer Limits and Star Trek. Ivan Dixon as Sergeant James Conover. Sergeant James Conover was a military character in one of the series' episodes who faces sci-fi threats and tries to cope with the consequences of man-made disasters and supernatural phenomena. Ivan Dixon brought strength and determination to the role of the sergeant, which made his character especially vivid and memorable. His character personified the image of a serious and responsible military man facing unknown dangers. Ivan Dixon, born April 6, 1931, was an African-American actor and director, best known for his role in the TV series Hogan's Heroes. Dixon was also known for his civic activism and involvement in the American Civil Rights Movement. His career spanned not only acting but also directing. He directed episodes of such series as Magnum, P.I., and The Waltons. Ivan was one of the first African-American actors to achieve success in the American television industry. Ivan Dixon died on March 16, 2008, at the age of 76 from kidney failure. His death was a loss to the African-American community and the entertainment industry. Dixon left behind an important legacy, both as an actor and director, and his work continues to inspire many young actors. Edward Platt as David Hunt. David Hunt is a character played by Edward Platt in an episode of The Outer Limits. Hunt was a typical science fiction hero who faced moral and philosophical dilemmas. Hunt's role highlighted the issues of responsibility and consequences that characters often faced in episodes of the series. Platt conveyed the tension and anxiety of his character, which added drama to the story. Edward Platt, born February 14, 1916, was best known for his role as the Chief in the popular sitcom Get Smart, where he played the strict and calm boss of the main character, Maxwell Smart. His deep voice and authoritative appearance allowed him to become one of the most recognizable actors of the time. In addition to his comedy work, Platt was also successful in serious roles, including films such as The Caine Mutiny. Edward Platt died on March 19, 1974, at the age of 58. The cause of his death was listed as a heart attack, but there are rumors that he also suffered from depression and financial difficulties, which may have worsened his condition. His death came as a surprise to many, as he remained active in television and film until the very end of his life. Despite his premature passing, his work continues to be an important part of television history, and his role in The Outer Limits is one example of his versatility as an actor. Ted DeCorsia as Randolph E. Branch. Randolph E. Branch was a character who appeared in one episode of the series, playing a key role in the development of the plot. Ted DeCorsia brought an authority and seriousness to his role, making his character an important element of the narrative. His character often faced scientific and ethical dilemmas that were typical of the science fiction plots of The Outer Limits. Ted DeCorsia, born September 29, 1903, was an American actor whose career spanned many roles in film and television, particularly in the film noir and Western genre. He became known for his charismatic and often villainous characters in films such as The Asphalt Jungle and War of the Worlds. His deep voice and serious appearance made him popular with directors looking for an actor to play strong and powerful roles. Ted DeCorsia died on April 11, 1973, at the age of 69. The cause of death was a heart attack. His passing was a great loss to the industry, as he left behind a rich legacy in film and television. Although he often played supporting roles, his characters left a deep impression on viewers. Jason Wingreen as Dr. Leland, medical examiner. Dr. Leland, played by Jason Wingreen, was a medical examiner involved in investigating mysterious deaths and alien phenomena. Wingreen played the role with his characteristic sternness and coolness, which made his character an indispensable part of the episode. His character often encountered strange or inexplicable events, which added an element of mystery and tension to the plot. Jason Wingreen, born October 9, 1920, was an American actor, best known for his role as Harry Snowden in the popular television series Archie Bunker, All in the Family, and its spin-off series Archie's Place. Wingreen was also known for his voice, providing the voice of the bounty hunter Boba Fett in Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. His acting career included numerous cameo roles in popular shows and films. Jason Wingreen died on December 25, 2015, at the age of 95 from natural causes. His longevity and extensive career made him a household name among film and television fans, and his contributions to the industry continue to be appreciated years after his passing. Willard Sage as Chief of Staff. The Chief of Staff was the decision-maker in one of the show's medical storylines. Willard Sage played the role with his usual confidence and seriousness, which added gravitas to his character. His character represented a medical professional grappling with the mysteries of the scientific world, which was often the subject of episodes of The Outer Limits. Willard Sage, born April 13, 1922, was a Canadian actor who moved to the United States to work in television and film. He was known for his roles in numerous TV series in the 1950s and 1960s, including The Twilight Zone and Bonanza. Sage played both military men and doctors with his understated yet powerful performances. Willard Sage died on March 17, 1974, at the age of 51. The cause of death was a sudden complication related to his health. His early death was a great loss to the industry, as he remained a sought-after actor. Despite his short life, his work remains an important part of classic American television series such as The Outer Limits. Bill Hart as Corporal Delano was a military character who appeared in one episode of The Outer Limits. His character was involved in complex and tense events involving the mysteries and threats typical of the show. Bill Hart played his role with confidence and skill, adding drama and tension to the storyline. Bill Hart, an American actor, began his career in the 1950s, playing minor roles in various television shows and films. He often appeared in episodic roles in series such as Gunsmoke and Bonanza. Although he did not become a major star, his work in the science fiction and Western genres remains an important part of his acting legacy. Bill Hart died in 1999 at the age of 69. His death was a loss to his family and fans of his work, although information about his career remains limited. His contributions to television and series such as The Outer Limits continue to generate interest among fans of the genre. Martin Landau as Andro. Andro, played by Martin Landau, was one of the alien heroes of the episode The Outer Limits, who faces dilemmas related to humanity and saving his race. Andro was a deeply tragic character who evoked sympathy from viewers thanks to Landau's complex performance. His character was important in bringing out the themes of sacrifice and compassion that were present in many of the series' episodes. Martin Landau, born June 20, 1928, was a renowned American actor whose career spanned over 5 decades. He was particularly famous for his roles in films such as Ed Wood and The Mission, Impossible series for which he won an Academy Award and other prestigious awards. Landau was one of those actors who could masterfully convey the emotion and depth of his characters, which made him popular in both Hollywood and television. Martin Landau died on July 15, 2017, at the age of 89 from complications following surgery. His passing was seen as a huge loss to the film industry, as he left behind a huge legacy of brilliant performances. Landau was a recognized master of his craft and remains an important figure in the history of world cinema. Philip Abbott as Lincoln Russell. Lincoln Russell is a character who appears in the episode The Outer Limits as one of the key protagonists. His character was involved in complex scientific research and faced the consequences of his actions. Philip Abbott brought a seriousness and believability to his character, which made the episode more dramatic and tense. Philip Abbott, born March 21, 1923, was an American actor known for his roles in films and television. His best-known role was Agent Adam Flint on the Streets of San Francisco. Abbott was an in-demand actor playing serious and intellectual characters, which made him a regular on many television shows in the 50s and 60s. Philip Abbott died on February 23, 1998, at the age of 74 from cancer. His passing was a loss to the television community, as he left behind many unforgettable roles. His work on shows like The Outer Limits remains iconic in the science fiction genre. Henry Silva as Chino Rivera. Chino Rivera, played by Henry Silva, was an antagonist in one of the episodes of the series. Silva brought a dangerous and charismatic villain to the role of Chino, which brought dynamics to the plot. His performance conveyed both menace and hidden vulnerability, making his character one of the memorable villains in the show. Henry Silva, born September 15, 1926, was a renowned actor who appeared in a large number of films and television series. He was known for his roles in Ocean's 11 and Death Wish. His charismatic and dangerous characters, especially villainous roles, made him popular among fans of the action and thriller genre. Henry Silva died on September 14, 2022, at the age of 95 from natural causes. His passing marks the end of an era for those who remember his powerful and memorable roles. His work remains an important part of American cinema and continues to inspire new generations of actors.